Hey everyone, welcome back to Code with Row. If you're new here or just want to boost your JavaScript skills, you're in the right place. Today we're diving into lesson 10 of our JavaScript series, functions, parameters, and arguments. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to keep up with all our tutorials, and let's get into it. Functions are one of the building blocks in JavaScript, allowing you to write reusable code. Today we'll focus on parameters and arguments, which help make your functions more flexible and more powerful. So in my HTML file, I just have a script, and make sure that your script is connected to your appropriate JavaScript file. So in my case, it's script.js. And I'm running this on a live server using the extension called live server. So go over to your JavaScript file and let's create a function called greet. So I'll type in function greet, and I want two parameters going in, which is going to be a name and time of day. Now I'm just going to console.log good with a space plus time of day plus, and then I want a comma with another space, and then I'll plus name plus, and I'll add an exclamation mark at the end and a semicolon. So I'll go ahead and save that. And currently this doesn't do anything because we need to actually pass in something. So now all I need to do is call the greet function and pass in two strings in this case. So for example, in this one, I'll do code with row. Over here, I'll type in morning, hit Control Save. And now when I open my console using F12 on my live server, it'll say good morning code with row, because it's going to be good. And then the time of day, which is morning, and then a comma, and then the name is code with row. So parameters are like placeholders that get their actual values from the arguments you pass when you call the function. So now let's look at a more dynamic example where we calculate the area of a rectangle. So I'll add a couple spaces or a couple lines, and I'll do function calculate area. And we'll do width and height. And I'll open my curly brackets, and inside I'm just going to return a width times height. And that's it. And now I'm going to have a const area, which is going to equal to our function calculate area. And I'm going to put in 5 and 3. And now I'm going to console.log area of a rectangle, and then I'll add the area variable to it, which is basically going to be our width times height plus square units. And this will output the area of a rectangle. So now when I hit Control Save, it'll say area of a rectangle 15 square units, because it'll take these two parameters and multiply width times height, and it'll return the width times height. And that's it for today. You've learned how to define functions with parameters and how to call them with arguments in JavaScript. Experiment with different parameters and functions to see what you can create. If this lesson's helpful, please give it a like, subscribe, and consider supporting the channel through Patreon, linked below. Stay tuned for more coding tutorials. Thanks for watching Code with Row.